I have always wondered, what is the most remote inhabited island in the world? Do people actually live there? And what is their life like? Today we are visiting 3 of the most remote islands on Earth, ranging from the remote to the extremely remote. Each one lies closest to a different continent, and each has its own extraordinary story. We will start with the least isolated of the 3, the Faroe Islands, the land of the Vikings. A place with more sheep than people, tunnels carved beneath the ocean at the very edge of Europe. You can feel the isolation here, yet the world still doesn't seem too far away. But this is not a normal island. Next, we are traveling to Socotra in Yemen, an island that hardly feels like Earth at all. As if its landscape belongs to another planet entirely. It is home to some of the rarest plants on Earth, including the iconic dragon's blood tree. A symbol of biological isolation, an isolation imposed by geography and politics, not only by sea. And in the end, we head to the most remote inhabited island in the world. St. Helena, an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean that became a natural prison. No neighboring countries, no roads leading to it, and no escape. 500 years of isolation. We begin here. Welcome to the Faroe Islands. In the heart of the North Atlantic, between Iceland and Norway, lie the Faroe Islands. A small archipelago of 18 islands, cut off from the wider world. Home to just about 50,000 people. Across the islands, you will find tiny villages like this one. How many people do you think live here? Just 18. More than 70 meters beneath the ocean's surface, they built the world's first undersea roundabout. There are 25 tunnels in total, 4 under the sea, and the rest carved through mountains. The first tunnel was built in the 1960s, and the longest stretches nearly 11 kilometers. Faroe Islands, hello guys, we have arrived on the island. This is the first waterfall, right next to the airport. Welcome to the Faroe Islands. She lives here, on the edge of the world. What do you do in here? I am enjoying nature. I go hiking in the mountains every day. This is the town. Even though the Faroe Islands are small, relatively unknown, and somewhat isolated in the Atlantic, they have achieved things many larger countries haven't. They built the world's first undersea roundabout inside a tunnel. We are under the water. We are going out to see the roundabout underwater, in the middle of the ocean. Look, it splits right and left. Imagine that for only 50,000 people living on these islands, they built this large number of tunnels. We are beneath the ocean. This shows the value of citizens here compared to the other countries in the world. These are not just road networks, they are engineering landmarks within nature. From isolated islands to one of the most developed road networks in Europe. And now, we have entered the Viking town. They say this is one of the oldest Viking villages in the world. The local language here is Faroese, derived from Old Norse. Welcome to Faroe Islands. Their customs and way of life still carry the spirit of the Old North. Even the name Faroe means sheep islands. This is the prison, but it doesn't look like what we are used to seeing. There are no watchtowers, no barbed wire, and no high walls. Prisoners accused of serious crimes are not kept here, they are sent to Denmark. This is the largest lake in the Faroe Islands. Look at this place, a lake above the ocean. How amazing. Here is how local lives in this Faroe Island. This is my place, this is a small village called Sandavegur, and this is my house over there, traditional Faroes house. We are going this way to see my horses. Oh, you have horses? I have horses. Is it Icelandic horses? It's Icelandic horses, yes. You guys living in peace, huh? Yes, we do. They call it the last paradise on Earth. So you guys not very isolated, like least isolated. I think we are isolated. Kind of, huh? Kind of, but we have an airline, we have ships going to Denmark and other places. They came to you, to know you? They know me, they know my voice. Oh, okay. They come right away. Her name is Klespa. Klespa? And the other one is called Saria. Wow, so beautiful. Can I touch her? Yeah, of course. That one is very sensitive, and this one she is very. Love you, love you. This is how they live in the Faroe Islands. These are their homes. More than 90% of their income comes from fish. That's the reason why we're here. If we didn't have the fishing industry and salmon industry, we wouldn't be here. So you are original Faroe? Yes, I am, yes. So your ancestor from Viking? Vikings, that's right, they are from the Norwegian Vikings and from Celtic people in Scotland and in Ireland. So you guys like sailing around the world before, 1,000 years ago? Yes, and they went to Iceland and Greenland and eventually Canada. I like it here. I like the peace, I like the weather, I like nature. I would never go to a big city, no. You are 17? Yes, I'm 17 years old. Hey, thanks for having us in your home. You're welcome. Yeah, I think we are unique. I really like to tell people that we're only 55,000 people. I think it's cool. If you tell them Faroe Island, everyone knows Faroe Island? No. When I tell people where I'm from, they always ask me, where is that? Even in Europe? Yeah. I really like that I know everybody. I know everybody that's young and it's really easy to have a big friend group. Is everyone knows each other here? Yeah, everybody knows each other. Are you planning on leaving in the future? I don't know. I don't know if I want to live in Faroe Island for the rest of my life. We're very isolated. Come visit Faroe Islands. Yeah, it's very beautiful in summer. You are not Danish, right? No, not Danish. I'm Faroese. Even this country is part of Denmark, right? Yeah, the country is part of Denmark, but we don't feel attached to it. We're very much our own and we have our own flag, our own language. We also have our own national anthem song. You want to give me a little bit out of it? This is the traditional clothing here in the Faroe Islands. Look at this. It turns out they truly have a culture they're proud of, and they truly love their language, their culture, and their country. Even though they are part of Denmark, they still preserve their traditions. They wear it on special occasions, on National Day and at weddings. Amazing. Yeah, there are so many layers, make sure to keep you warm even in a dress. Okay, because it's always cold here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to move here. I make YouTube videos every single day. This is a traditional dance showing us 2 steps left, 1 step right, and we can do this at weddings in these outfits. Look at the number of waterfalls here. Oh my God. It's a lot of waterfalls. They pay very high taxes here, but in return, education is free, healthcare is free. The roads don't have a single pothole, and there are massive tunnels beneath the ocean. There is no place on the islands that's more than 5 kilometers away from the ocean. So whatever you go on these islands, you will always remain close to the ocean. Here, you can call the Prime Minister, his phone number is in the phone directory. In all of the Faroe Islands, there are only 5 traffic lights. Even love has become difficult and rare here. The girls leave abroad, and the men stay to work in fishing for long months. Surprisingly, Filipino women comprise the largest ethnic minority here. Amid a shortage of local women. This is a family, we are in their house. Thank you. You said there are more men here than women? Yes, in the Faroe Islands, there are 2,000 more men than women. That's why they need women on the island. So many women come from abroad? Yes. Okay, so the demand is high for women to look for love. Would you like to tell us how you met? We first met online. Really? Yeah, then in Denmark, and then I came here. All right. Thank you for having us. And now we'll move to the next island. An island outside of time, Socotra. It's separated geologically from Africa and the Arabian Peninsula more than 6 million years ago. More than 37% of Socotra's plants are extremely rare and grow nowhere else on Earth. We've arrived at island number 2, Socotra Island. Flights to this island are very limited, usually 1 flight per week, sometimes 2. We have arrived at the airport. This is Socotra, the most beautiful island in the world. Finally, the license plate carries the number 1. And this displays the dragon's blood tree. Here is the eastern side of the island. We'll sleep here tonight by the sea. We will camp every day in a different place. On this extraordinary island, from the Faroe Islands to Socotra. This island belongs to an Arab country. We've arrived in Socotra. We will spend 5 days on this island. Every day, we will sleep in a different part of it. We will camp on the beach because services here are very limited. And isolation is part of life here. We woke up to this view in Socotra, on the sand dunes. At the top of the dunes, with the ocean in front of you. Look at this scene, white desert and blue sea. They accumulated over the action of sea waves over millions of years. People sleep here because the capital that you saw has only 5 hotels. This is considered the largest city on Socotra Island, the capital Hatabo. Great to have you here. This is the capital of Socotra. This island is extraordinary and has wonders and oddities and many rare things. So rare that even the locals don't realize how unique it is. If they did, they wouldn't allow tourists to come to it. Our hotel overlooks the sea. This area used to be called the Arabian Bermuda Triangle. This island used to be known as the Island of the Jinn because they believed the islanders could control wind and sink ships. Some even claimed the people here are the most powerful sorcerers in the world. But the truth is, it was never magic. This is where the Arabian Sea meets the Indian Ocean. Powerful currents and violent whirlpools still challenge ships to this day. Many don't know that the coastline here is full of rocks. The magic is not here, the magic lies in the nature found on this island. We found a man living in a cave on this island. Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm fine. He is the most famous person on this island. How long have you lived in this cave? I don't know exactly, I grew up in this cave with my family. The years passed, and they told me my ancestors lived here. There were many people who lived in caves. They ate fish from the lagoon and seashells and oysters. I am now 64 years old by the grace of God. I am lighting a fire now. It's a safe island because there are no predators. So there's no crime? No, no. Has everyone tried to steal from you at night? No. Where's the cup? This is it. A seashell? This is for me and this is for you. God bless you. Great to have you. God bless you. Is this island very isolated? I think it's isolated, I think so. You've become a landmark here. I don't know, before social media and TikTok, nobody knew me. Every tourist who comes here must come to you. Of course, everyone who comes camping here comes to visit me. You fish from the sea and eat? Yes. And a necklace of honor. This is your everyday view. Alhamdulillah, yes. Are there bats here? No, they are high in the mountain, not here. Socotra is not just a tourist destination. It's a time capsule that shows you how Earth might have been without human interference. And now to the farthest and most isolated island. An island located between South America and Africa. In the far South Atlantic Ocean. It used to be a stop for British ships. Goods passed through it between India and Britain before the opening of the Suez Canal. And when its role ended, it turned into a natural prison. After more than 5 centuries of isolation, flights to the island opened in 2017. Its isolation was broken by just 1 flight per week. But to this day, flights only arrive from one destination: South Africa. The airport looks strange, as if it is carved into a rock. Welcome to St. Helena Island. We arrive here, you feel like we arrived to the moon, right? Almost. Many of the airport employees have other jobs, and they all gather here only on the day the plane arrives. Goodbye, St. Helena.